Go to him. I'll have a word with this woman and I'll follow you.
Please, just let her be.
Are you afraid to leave me alone with her? You could stay if you wish, but I have a feeling that she'll be easier to handle without you around.
No, it's not that. It's just...
I'm no stranger to women, darling.
Oh, you and your...
Well, let me not beat around the bush. It's not proper that I'm seen conversing with someone like you. So let me get to the point. My son Puru arrives today with his new bride. On this auspicious day, with my family deity as my witness, let me give you my word. If you behave yourself for one more month, just until the next full moon, I'll see that you are sent home.
Home? Whose home?
Yours! Who else? You aren't happy here. You can't be. Fair enough. Different manners, customs, an unfamiliar way of life. I can imagine how excruciating it will be for you to live among strangers against your own will.
Against my will? Who said so? No, sir. I agree to this arrangement. This is my life now. My home. Devayani has her father's word that I shall be her slave. My father has given her father his word that I shall be her slave. And I have given my father my word that it shall be so. We cannot go back on all those words. Too many words to break.
Look, when Devayani demanded that you come to my palace with her as her companion.
As her slave. You don't have to be kind, sir.
As her companion. It was meant to be a formal punishment for your offense. 2 years have passed. She's a friend of yours. She loves you. You have served your term. I shall arrange for you to be free.
Oh, but I love it here.
Are you happy even in this hell you are creating?
I could have spewed out nectar, but we leave those things to namby-pamby Brahmin girls. I am a Rakshasa woman. We have our code.
What code? You're from a royal family. Where is your dignity? Your self-respect? To live as a princess, you owe your family. You behave like a cheap harida.
You own hundreds of slaves. But have you ever wondered what it does to a person to be made a slave? It turns that person into an animal. A domesticated animal. One's will to act is destroyed. One's selfhood humbled into grateful submission. Accept that crown. Wait for a pat on the back. To be a good slave is to have all your violence extracted from you. I snarl because I want to retain a particle of my original self. I abuse and rape to retrieve an iota of it. It's all useless, of course. Scream as I may, I know there is no escape from the degradation. The louder I scream, the more I declare myself a slave. That is the point. I have decided to turn myself into a performing freak.
You are a very intelligent woman, and I didn't allow for that.
You Aryas have sorted out things so neatly for yourselves that we must seem confused. And confusing. Why does she behave like that? Why can't she see what is good for her? The answer, sir, is because we Rakshasas have chosen to live in chaos. Proud that it is the chaos of our own creation. Yet of course, we also despise ourselves for not being lucid and rational, like you are yours. To be thus convoluted is our prerogative.
I have said all that I wish to say. Now I must go.
Please wait. It is true I am your wife's slave. You may dismiss me as you wish. But you asked to see me. And as you said yourself, I am a princess by birth. I have a right to be heard.
Then answer my question first. Was pushing a friend of yours into a well an act worthy of a princess? And that's where all that began, didn't it?
Yes, it did. But she has never explained to you why.
Oh yes, something about your blouses getting mixed up and you flying into a wild
Yes, of
temper.
course.
You started the chain of events. And now you cannot blame it on her.
Of course I don't. I accept every responsibility, including the first act, which was actually to love Devayani. Until she stepped into my life, I was a perfect Rakshasa princess. Spoilt, proud, but not too much. I liked being with other Rakshasa boys and girls, singing and dancing with them under the bright moon. We've garlands of white flowers for our festive games. Prance around the river naked on dark nights, aware of the naked boys sensing us from the distance. But conscious every moment that we were Rakshasas held in contempt. Then Devayani came into my life. Devayani. She was unlike any woman I had met. She completely seemed unconscious of the fact that she belonged to a superior race. Actually, let me confess, sir. She was equally affectionate with everyone in our tribe. It was I, as the princess, who claimed her for myself. I vowed in the privilege her equality endowed me with. I gloated. I flaunted her company in the face of other Rakshasa girls. And she accepted all that with such easy grace. If she had mocked me as a Rakshasa even by suggestion, we might have been happier today.
I'm captivated, but I must go.
One day, we went for a swim in the lake. We two had grown closer since her Brahmin lover Kacha had spurned her. I like to think I was nursing her bruised self back to health, guarding her against further hurt. I wanted to be like her. I even dressed like her. We finished our swim and stretched out on the grass, our hair spread out to dry in the sun. I could feel myself being sucked languidly into stupor. And Devayani woke me up. We have exchanged our blouses, I think, she said. I felt a sudden stab of anger that the delicacy of the moment had been so needlessly disturbed. I was in the brink of a beautiful dream, I replied. You've ruined it. I was smiling, of course. The suggestion of bitterness in my words, it must have stung her. I suddenly felt alarmed at my thoughtlessness, and I wanted to make up for it. When the world fell into shivers around me.
Why? What happened?
You poor people, she said. I realized with rising panic that she had never ever used that phrase before. Never talked of us in plural. You poor people, you only have to get into a piece of Arya attire and you start fantasizing. Please, sir, bear with me. If those words had come from anyone else, I would have brushed them aside. I was used to worse. But Devayani, my Devayani, Devayani to whom I dedicated myself. My mind froze. I watched myself like in a dream, straining to stop myself but powerless to do so. As I got up and grabbed her long loose hair, I twisted the strands around my hand and pulled her up. And as she screamed and thrashed about, I dragged her to a well nearby and pushed her in. And I stood there and watched as she crashed through the brambles that filled the well. The world knows I threw her into a well. that I was sitting there for I don't know how long, racked with sobs. Does that surprise you, sir? I do have tears in my eyes. But the world only cares for the embers there.
I came here to reprimand you. But now I'm lost for words.
You may not believe my story. It must simplify your life to believe that I acted as a savage would be expected to.
Let me say that I feel benefited by our little chats in at least one small way. I know there is nothing I can do. I stand disabused of my belief that I have the ability to solve the problem.
No, sir. But you have helped. Perhaps in these 2 years, all I wanted was someone to listen to me. And you have done that. And that is enough for me. I am grateful. I shall not torment you any further.
What do you mean? Do you agree to go home?
Home is just a blank spot, sir. Erased from my life. This is the dowry my father gave me when I left home. A vial of lethal poison. The purest extract of wild mushrooms. Instantly effective, my father has assured me. At first, I meant to use it on Yayati and then on myself. But now, I have no desire left to kill her.
Killing her would have solved nothing.
Perhaps, but that is immaterial now. At this moment, I am in the position to bring this game to an end.
Don't be stupid, Sharmishta. You pushed Devyani into well, and now you are plunging down a cruel abyss.
But you turned up in time to pull her out. I am a barbarian. My arms have thorns.
Drop it, Sharmishta! Instantly!
Sir, you're holding my right hand. And I am a princess. Forgive me, sir. I did not mean to trap you in my words. I do not have a life but of a slave. I cannot go on living, flaunting around in this hellhole.
Sir, the floral decorators are outside awaiting orders.
Send them away. I'll ask for them. And listen, I don't want anyone to be admitted until I say so. So you see, Sharmishta, I too am joining you.
poison.
Would you have if I had let you?
Yes.
Rakshasas are known for their histrionics.
I didn't plot it. I wanted to die.
I cannot understand that. This flirtation with death, this fascination with suicide.
You talk of death as though it is another woman ready to succumb to your charms. It isn't. You cannot flirt with one death and pass on to taste the next one. There is no next one.
Don't try to teach me about death. I deal with it every day.
Other people's death. I'm not talking about that.
A death real to me is that of someone else, not mine. I never think of my own death. That is not a possibility for me at all. When I ride out into combat, I know I shall return alive.
To what? More women.
Among other things, women, music, dancing, celebration. I love them all. I love life. And I would like you to remember that.
Me? It doesn't apply to me. I'm not going to be around here. Devayani will not allow that. Not after all this. This is going to make her very angry.
Why would she mind? She knows that she is married to the king. She can't afford to be jealous.
I don't know whether she'll be jealous. But most certainly, she will be livid. And along with her, her father. I should tread their wearily if I were you.
Oh, surely, he cannot be such a prude. He is a guru in your father's court. He must be used to worse.
Let us not get into that, sir. Let me warn you that by spending this half an hour with me, you've already lit the fire. Better douse it before it explodes into a conflagration.
Let it. I don't care.
You are amazing.
I've heard that said before.
But not. I'm sure in the sense I mean.
How do you mean?
You see yourself as awesome and powerful. A figure towering over your vast possessions. A demigod, if not God himself. But you have no sense of the traps and snares waiting in the grass. You have no sense of how illogical suffering can be. And therefore how terrible. You don't know what a disaster you could be.
No one has ever dared say it to me.
There you see. A simple statement like that, and someone should dare to utter it. I wish more people had said such things to you. You are a good man, I am sure. But you are naive, which is dangerous for a powerful man to be.
You are insolent, and that is dangerous for a slave.
I am not your slave, your majesty. I am hers. I have absolutely no need to be scared of you. For she will not let me into your vicinity again. She will send me away. If she doesn't, I shall run away.
How?
That is between her and me. I will not betray my mistress' trust a second time.
You leave me no choice then.
I beg your pardon, sir. A king by definition has every choice. It is the slave who is deprived of it.
Quite. And Devayani will deprive me of my choice if she takes you away. So I shall take measures to prevent that from happening. I am making you my queen.
Me? Your queen? Nonsense!
Mind your words, lady. When I say something, I mean it. I shall make you my queen.
What absolute rubbish! Don't! Stop uttering such! There, you should be ashamed of yourself. Made me cry.
I didn't intend to.
It's not fair. Going around offering to marry every woman you sleep with.
I do not offer to marry every woman I sleep with.
Oh bother. Forgot what I was about to tell. Oh yes. Sharing this palace with her has been unpleasant enough. Not going to start sharing a bed.
You have already.
I know. I should have had more sense. Well, it's too late to regret that now. No thanks. I must turn down your kind offer.
What are you afraid of?
Of her! Of you. The two of you are nice enough apart. But together you'd make a deadly combination. And then there are the crowds outside.
Oh my God, the crowds. I completely forgot that. This room has to be done up for my son.
I shouldn't worry too much about that. Your maids are adept at handling crisis.
Your Majesty,
Send the florists in.
the florists have gone away, sir. The Queen asked them to leave.
Devyani, is she here?
She has been waiting outside for a while, Your Majesty.
Has she? Send her in. Send her in. You go now, Sharmishta. I'll handle her.
It won't help. Let me be here. I know her better than you.
Go.
Don't annoy her further. Please be careful. Treat her gently.
Come, Devi.
Very nice. An auspicious reopening of your son's bedchamber. Where is she gone?
Look, Devi, there is no point getting excited now.
There you are. You see, Your Majesty, she is my childhood friend. There is nothing we don't know about each other. I was telling him the same thing. Shut up, you treacherous animal!
Look, Devi, listen to me. Let us just forget.
There is only one way to forget. She must go. Treachery runs in her veins. I shall send her home. Home? I have no home. I have promised my father that I'll be a servant for life. I treated you with compassion. Kept you here with me, and this is how you return my trust. You are evil beyond redemption. You are... I don't want you here. Go. I grant you your freedom. Go and hang yourself with it.
Don't,
I shall arrange for you to be sent home instantly.
don't be foolhardy, Devi.
These are royal orders, Sharmishta. Go. Get out. Thank you. Now that I've forfeited my shackles, I can die in the ditch of my choice.
Wait, Sharmishta. I forbid you to go.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I'm under no obligation to obey you. I'm not your subject.
Who's there? Tell the guards that this lady may go anywhere she likes in the kingdom, but she has to be kept under strict surveillance.
What do you want? You have had her. All right. That is over and done with. I now want her out of our sight.
You heard me? I want her kept under watch. If she disappears, Someone will have to pay for it with his life.
Let her go. Don't you have enough concubines to keep you occupied? Me? His concubine? You must be joking. Yes, I got him into bed with me. That was my revenge on you. After all, as a slave, what weapon did I have but my body? And now, I'm even with you. I'm free. I shall go where I please.
You are not fooling anyone. And I'm not out here to make her my concubine. She will be my queen.
Your queen? Your royal consort?
Yes. But you don't need to worry, Devi. Your position will not be touched. You will remain the senior queen. You will share my throne. You will be at my side in all public celebrations. That goes without saying. She can never be a threat to your position. You know that. Because of her race.
Oh God. This slave of mine is to be... No. That is not possible.
She is not your slave anymore. You have just freed her.
So, I'm free to spurn your proposition.
Very nice. Exquisite. Now speak the truth. Aren't you desperate to be my queen? Aren't you?
Let go of me. Let go, please. Let go of her, sir. Does my being here mean nothing to you?
What's the point of all these theatrics, Sharmishta? Devi, what are you so upset about? She will be lodged in a separate residence. I'll ensure that she does not impinge on your life for one fleeting moment.
Please. Take as many wives as you want. I don't care. But not this reptile. Not her.
But why not?
Just send her away. I beg of you. Let me go, sir. She doesn't want me here. And I don't want to be here. For once, Devayani and I are in perfect accord.
Why are you being so difficult? Are you afraid of her? Or are you trying to be nice to her? My answer to both of you is sorry. My mind is made up.
Well, I know I'm doomed. If you're so keen to join me, so be it. But don't blame me later. Where is the guard who's supposed to keep an eye on me? I guess Varna will point him out.
Come, Devi. We need to go and welcome the prince. He must be nearing the palace.
Sir, I have never asked any favor of you in these 2 years. I implore you now. I too can bear my fangs. I too can draw blood. Don't provoke me on account of this woman. Why? Why do you want her?
Because I feel bewitched by her. Even now at this moment, I want her. I have never felt so entranced by a woman.